Now, while Israel is calling on every eligible person to come and get vaccinated, it seems that for better or for worse, there are many extras. The government then allegedly deciding to use excess doses as a diplomatic tool. First last week when used in a prisoner swap with Syria, and now this week to supposedly gain support on the international stage. Some 100,000 vials heading to 15 different world powers and to the Palestinian Authority. But here to discuss is former Israeli ambassador to the United States, Danny Ayalon. Danny, thank you so much for being with us. Now, is there truth to the reports as far as you know? What do we know?
Yes, I guess there is more than a truth to this report, and this is quite a legitimate tool. You know, you may call it vaccine diplomacy, but it is not anything new, and it's not different than when you use any other resource that you might have, whether it's petroleum, whether it's another kind of commodity. Countries since the dawn of histories have been using the resources that they have to leverage them against friends and foes alike. And if Israel decides to do it according to its national interests or strategic benefit, this is quite fine. And sending vaccines today, I guess it's something that can be not only humanitarian, but also can be used for political exploits. And there's nothing wrong with that.
So what exactly are we as Israelis supposed to get in return, especially as the 15 unnamed nations are allegedly already allies?
Yes, I guess Israel, if Israel decides to prepare countries that removed or moved their embassies to Jerusalem, that could be one criterion to do that, or a country that would vote with Israel in the United Nations or other international organizations against any political campaign that the Palestinians wage on Israel. That could be another criteria. And of course, there is always the humanitarian needs to do it to countries that might need it more than others.
All right, now you said that there's nothing wrong with trading vaccines for diplomatic health. But do you see this in any way as a bribe, or is this just how diplomacy works?
Well, this is how diplomacy works. This is how international relations are being conducted. Israel is a sovereign country, and it is has the legitimate right to do what it does with any resources that it's in its position. And this is no different than any other resource or any other country using it.
All right, Ambassador Ayalon, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.